In this video, we are going to do another example of using void methods. So the problem says there are 2.54 centimeters in an inch, and there are 3.7854 liters in a US gallon. The program's main method should accept. Let's change that. Accepts an integer from a user at the keyboard, and in turn passes the entered value to two methods. One converts the value from inches to centimeters, and the other converts the same value from gallons to liters. Each method displays the result with appropriate explanation. Okay, so later on we will see that we probably don't want to print out inside the method, but for right now we're talking about void methods, so that's what we're going to do. All right, so we need some method for getting input from the user, so I'm just going to use scanner. And I'm going to create a class header and class body, and then main method public static void main string args. And we will fill that in. We need a couple of other methods, right? It says one method converts from inches to centimeters. So public static void convert inches to centimeters. So I'm going to put that there to remind myself to do that. Let's see what else. It says the other converts from gallons to liters. All right, so add another method inside the class body, public static void, convert gallons to liters. And then the curly braces for the method body. All right, and we'll have to go back and just fill those out as we go through. Okay. All right, so it says the main method accepts an integer value from a user at the keyboard. All right, so we need to create a scanner object. And prompt a user. Enter an integer value. Okay. And then we need to get that value out and stored in the variables. So we're going to use in.nextInt with scanner. All right, let's just run that and see how it goes. All right, compiles and runs okay. All right, so that's basically the input part of it. Okay. All right, it says the main method needs to pass the entered value to the two methods. So by that they mean a method call. So I'm going to call the method convert inches to centimeters. Okay, and what they want me to do is to take this value, the value that the user typed in and is stored in numbers, and they want me to send it down here, right, to this method. All right, so in order to do that, I'm going to need a parameter in the parameter list for this method. All right, so since it's an int value, I'm going to make it int down here. So int, and then inches is the variable that I'm going to use. All right, and so now when I call this method, then I need to give it that value for number right there. So number. All right, so that is going to take the value that the user typed in, and that is stored in the variable number, and it's going to send it down here to this variable called inches right here to be used in this method. And likewise, I need to do the same thing for the other method, convert gallons to liters. And that same value, it's going to be passed down here. So number down here, it's going to be passed. So I need a parameter, right, down here to receive, right, the value that's gets sent down here. So that's going to be gallons. All right, let's test that out. Okay, so far so good. All right, so now down in these methods, so that's basically I am done with the main method. It does everything that they said it should be done, right? And now I need to go in and add the code for convert to inches. So first off, I have to do the conversion, right? The conversion factors that they give us are decimal numbers, right? So what that means is that the values, when we use those to convert these values, the result is going to be a double. Okay, so we're converting to centimeters, and that is going to be inches times 2.54. For every inch that you have, right, there's 2.5 centimeters, 2.54 centimeters. Let's see, does that work out all right? 2.5 centimeters in an inch. Yep. Okay. Looks good. Next up is gallons, liters. There are 3.7854 liters in a gallon. So we have the number of gallons. So we'll have to do the same thing down here. Double gallons, liters equals gallons times whatever that number is. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so far so good. All right, so we've done our calculation. Now what we need to do is to print out the results. So system.out.printf. There are blank centimeters in blank inches. Let's just abbreviate it. Okay, and then in the first blank we want centimeters, second blank we want inches. So if we do 10, this will be 25.40. All right, and so I had an issue here. The issue is that I'm using F right here, okay, for the format specifier. And the problem is that inches is an int, right? And the format specifier, the conversion character, is a D. Not only that, I don't believe I can use precision on that. I can try it, but I think that's going to crash too. Yeah. So that's okay. We don't have to worry about it because these are ints after all. So we'll just change it to %D. So enter an integer value, right? We get 10. Okay. So same thing for the second message. There are, and this should be gallons, liters, right? And however many gallons. need to change this to liters and this one to gallons. All right, and that should get us our all right, everything looks good except I don't like how it runs these two together. That's because I forgot to put the percent in the message, and it kind of ran all of those together. So now this should look a little better. All right, and that's it for this example.